Okay, so today, this is a little weird. And yeah, I'm gonna say wow because wow. Look at this. There's a graveyard, I kid you not, there is a graveyard right in front, Wilson Mall, North Carolina. Can somebody please explain to me why there is a graveyard right in front of the mall? That is so weird. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Ranger Rick, and today I am at Wilson Mall in Wilson, North Carolina. Now, this is going to be one of those episodes where I'm a little bit more personable with y'all, and I have to figure out what to say for the next 20 or so minutes, or however long this episode turns out to be. And even though I don't plan on talking through the whole thing, but every now and then I'll pop in and I'll tell you what I'm looking at and what's going on. And I figured an episode like this from my Dirt and Grime series would be probably the most perfect episode to do it on. So, anyways, you saw that clip in the beginning of the video where I asked, what is this cemetery doing in the middle of the mall's parking lot? Well, I'll get to that in a little bit later on in this episode. But first, let's go inside and see what this mall has to offer. This will be the perfect time to probably grab some drinks and a snack. And let's listen to the sounds, or should I say the ambient sounds, of what a deceased mall sounds like. So here we go. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. It looks like an animal or a giraffe. That looks like a table that somebody took out of a store. This is a piece of wood for the tail. Why would somebody do this? And somebody put little Dippin' Dots on the front of it for a nose. And then somebody put a clock on it, like right there. Look. What do you think this is? Flavor Flav? Flavor Flav. But this is all out creepy. Very creepy. It's so quiet in here. It's very, very quiet. And it looks like somebody burnt up something in here. They're going to end up burning this place down. I know it. Yeah, this is like burn marks on the carpet. Look at that. So I'm going to go ahead and stick to this wall right here as tight as I possibly can, because I don't think there's any sensors in this mall, but sometimes you never know what they're trying to protect. More broken glass. Lots of graffiti. Tons of graffiti. Too much graffiti. This mall's completely trashed. I think whatever happened here, I think I missed it. So, as you can hear in the background, especially when I look up at the skylights. You'll probably hear throughout the whole video of like wind just in the background, rustling around and howling, because I think like a cold front was rolling in that day, because like the whole time I was in this place, it just got colder and colder. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But it got to the point where the wind was howling so much, I thought the ceiling was about to cave in. Luckily, it didn't. So here I am at the main entrance, where I came in at. I went back to go investigate a clicking noise coming from this back room area. And I wanted to know what it was. So I was like, all right, let me go investigate, see what it is. But first, you got to walk through all this stuff, which is old ceiling tile. I'm guessing it's like from years and years of rainwater and turned it into mush. And that's what it felt like. It felt like you were walking on nothing but like oatmeal, slippery oatmeal. And I was just trying to watch myself because I didn't want to trip and fall. And you hear it like, and you get this stuff stuck to your shoes and you can't get it off. But right away, when you go inside of this part of the mall, I hear that clicking noise again. So I had to investigate. Just watch.
Here, I'm just here to document history and what this place is all about before it gets demolished, because that's what's going to happen. But this is some of the most destructive the hell's that noise? I keep on hearing like a tapping. Hello? I have no idea. You know, it almost sounds like coming from either in there or in there. I keep on hearing footsteps. Now, I don't know if that's the wind blowing stuff around or people walking through the building. I have no idea. That is creepy, though. Very creepy.
Later on in the video, you're going to see where that clicking noise actually came from. So just stick around and watch.
Now, what did this store used to be? What does that sign say? Oh. Ah, they must have knew I was coming. Yeah, this is one of those big playlands for kids, I think. Pretty sure that's what this was. Like 100% positive. Oh, God. Let's see more graffiti as you walk down here. Way too much graffiti. This was actually a GNC. I used to go to GNC lot when I was a kid, but I learned my lesson. They're like way too expensive. And here it looks like we have a 50s or no, this is like a 50s diner. You can tell by the checkered floors and the black and white seats, or the black and chrome seats, I'm sorry. So I think this mall is too far gone to shoot a movie in here, but I think I'm going to do it anyway, because if all else fails, we could just read the graffiti on the walls. It says menu, Big Mac, crummy something, travel, WRRC, whatever that means. Love yourself before you love others. Yeah, pretty much. I'm watching you rent due. Oh shit. Let's turn off the light because we're getting a little bit closer little bit closer to Rose's, Rossi's. However you say that, Roses, I think.
So you want to know something funny? I always get asked the question, how can a place be abandoned if it still has power?
Atriums are always good.
If you look at the Roses sign, it explains just that.
Gotta love those atriums. Oh my God.
Look at that right there. I love those chandeliers. Probably one of the best looking pieces in the mall, if you ask me. Almost like a, probably like a 60s vibe going on. So anyways, in the beginning of the video, I asked, why is there a graveyard in the middle of the mall parking lot? When I should have asked the question, why is there a mall that's built right on top of the graveyard? And I actually kind of find it ironic. This was a dead mall, then it turned into an abandoned dead mall, literally. And I just found it kind of ironic that there was a graveyard right in front of it. So, you know, it kind of fits the situation. You know what I mean? And some of you that are watching could be spiritual or maybe superstitious and would probably believe that the mall was dead before it even began. Some people may think it's bad luck to build right on top of a cemetery, especially the spiritual people out there. And I know a lot of people down south are more superstitious than up north. Why is that? I have no idea, but it is what it is. But back to the question. Why is there an ominous graveyard here? I'm guessing they decided to put the mall right on top of it because it was the best location to make money. Well, back then anyway. Maybe not now, but back then it was just a different time. And it's always about money. Always. And at the time it was built, it was probably a good idea, but not anymore. Does anyone find it to be disrespectful to build a place of business on top of a grave site? I don't know. I just don't have a stand on that. But I always picture cemeteries and graveyards to be a place of peace and quiet. And with all the cars and customers that once shopped here, they would park their cars right on front or right on the side of it, causing an unpeaceful place, you know, and loud ruckus. So, I don't know. Leave it down in the comments and tell me what you think about that. Wait, hold on. Let me get a sip of this tea real quick. My throat is a little dry. Oh, sorry about that. I had to get a little sip of tea. My throat is extremely dry right now. I hope I'm not catching a cold, but where was I? So anyways, I did some research and on the internet, and it said that the site, the graveyard in front, has 60 markers. And the oldest grave is from 1863, while the most recent headstone was placed in honor of someone who died in 2013, and I have no idea who that is. But if you do know and you're familiar with it, leave it down in the comment section and tell us about it. So anyways, I dug a little deeper, and it turns out that this was owned by a local family called the Winsteads, which were all white people, except for 2 people buried here, which are black. So the story behind the cemetery is there's this guy who comes along every so often to clean up, and he cleans his ancestors' graves. And his grandfather used to be a sharecropper for the land owned by the Winstead family. And apparently the grandfather was allowed to plant a pine tree on top of this gravesite. which happens to be the tallest tree there, by the way. And I think he planted it anywhere between from 1918 to like 1922. And we're talking like around World War One. So this is quite old. And apparently both families became friends. They became friends after this and allowed his grandparents to be buried there along with the rest of the Winstead family, which I find pretty wild because back then, you got to think about segregation. That stuff was going on, especially in the South. Now, North Carolina, being that it's still in the South, it's not the deep South. I just don't think something would have passed like that in the deep South. States like Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, those kind of states, I don't think that would have passed. But it's pretty crazy and miraculous that this did happen, and goes to show you we can get along if we really tried to.
That actually looks like a bloody glove. Looks like somebody was bleeding inside the glove. This is what I like to find, though. Old newspapers like this kind of gives you a good estimate of when this place went abandoned. Here we go. Well, that was a long time ago. Thursday, August 7th, 2008. It looks like we found our buddy Evan over there. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, and I'll link him down below. Yes, I saw the other guy in here with us.
What's he doing? Where'd he go?
Nothing. I
Can't see.
just waved to him.
Did you?
Yeah, he waved back. Oh. So he's cool. Trying to fit you in the frame.
Well, I was trying. I'm like, because you know me, I'm military, so I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm on edge. I'm like,
yeah.
which way did he go?
He went that way by Roses.
So apparently they don't care.
No, he's cool. I waved hi to him and he waved back. Usually it's like that.
Well, no, because somebody dropped him off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just dropped him off of a truck and came in here.
Well, he's way back there doing his thing.
Huh.
He looks like another explorer. I don't know.
I might go down there if he waved to you.
All right.
I might talk to him. I don't know how long I'm going to be in here. Just because it's,
Yeah, I'm going to go this way. All right. So Evan decided to go down there and talk to the fellow explorer that's inside with us. So he's going to do that. But he does look kind of intimidating right now, Evan, because he's dressed up in like a military uniform. So if I was an explorer in an abandoned building and I saw him, I'd probably run. And here we go. Mother Nature at its finest, taking over again. Look at that. All that green stuff on the ground. This is so cool. I mean, there's a lot of destruction here. But it's just cool to see this. You know what I mean? I think this deserves a picture. So let's do that.
Okay, so let me fill everyone in on what's going on. All right, remember that clicking noise I said I heard in the beginning? Well, it turns out there was someone in here with me the whole time, and I didn't even know it. And it wasn't Evan, because he didn't come in until way later. I mean, this guy must have been hiding in the shadows because I was looking pretty hard for him too. And I had a flashlight on me the whole time. I didn't catch him on film, but there was someone else in here with me besides him because I waved hi to him, and luckily he waved hi back. So, but what were those clicking noises he was making? I have no idea. I don't know. He's probably smoking crack or something, but yeah, good thing to know.
And then you see them all fully intact. But this one has been sitting abandoned. I think I forgot, but I want to say roughly around 6 years now, maybe longer. And this is what can happen to a mall or any place if it's been sitting a while. Appearances and nail salon, another one. It's like that. Whoa. Okay. I just keep coming across these Christmas decorations, one right after another. And here we go. Hope you're ready. Look at all these decorations, huh? Now, trust me, I've seen way more than this, but this, okay, I love Christmas decorations, especially inside abandoned places, but this is not disappointing at all. Look at this. What?
And as you can see here, we have a picture of the mall manager, and she is looking very determined.
Oh, wow. Now, this is a lot of vegetation here. Wow. I think it's safe to say Mother Nature definitely found its way in here. Amazing. This is cool. Look at the amount of vegetation in here. Wow, this is insane. It's like a whole garden in this room. Wow. All right, I feel like we're heading into the back rooms. Back rooms, this is where you go and get lost at. Good thing I got a mask on because there is a ton of black mold and orange mold all over the place in this bitch. Look. Management office. Can you even open this? Yeah. Whoa. Ooh, this room is nasty. Whoa. I don't even know if I'm gonna go in here. Actually, let's go in here because it looks totally gnarly. I don't even use that word that much, but this is what it is. That is a old looking Polaroid land camera. Look at that. Look what I found, y'all. Anybody who's ever been in this mall, I don't think has found that. Could I be the only one? I don't know. Good thing I got a mask on though, because this is looking crazy looking. Like these offices are beyond decay. But can I say something? I want to say this part actually looks cooler than the mall. The mall's not really all that great, honestly. It's just too far gone. But this part looks freaking rad. Rad Racer. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'm glad that's over. Glad I'm out of there. Hard to breathe in there.
Well, alrighty. That about wraps it up for my complete walkthrough of the Wilson Mall in Wilson, North Carolina. Make sure you visit my friend Evan on his channel, and I'll post his channel link down below. Y'all have a good day, and thank you for watching.